Well, now to the race for the White House, and Vice President Kamala Harris traveled to the battleground state of Wisconsin today and spoke to a fired-up crowd for her first rally of her presidential bid. Just hours before, the vice president received endorsements from the party's two most powerful Democrats, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries. Both New York and New Jersey delegates to the Democratic National Convention also pledged their support to Harris for president today. She now has enough delegates to secure the nomination. Meanwhile, Republicans are sharpening their attacks on the new presumptive nominee. Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is in the newsroom with the very latest. Darla.
Liz, as we all know, this is a serious presidential election, but I think it's safe to say get your popcorn ready. Harris again today hammering down on Trump's 34 convictions for fraud versus her record as a prosecutor. And now the Trump campaign is rapidly trying to regroup and setting their sights on Harris's VP's record on immigration.
We are a people-powered campaign. That is how you know we will be a people-first presidency.
Tuesday afternoon, Kamala Harris stumping for the very first time as the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee in the battleground state of Wisconsin, where just a week ago, an energized Republican Party hosted its national convention.
At Mar-a-Lago, he literally promised big oil companies, big oil lobbyists, he would do their bidding for $1 billion in campaign donations.
We are here today to throw our support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm clapping. You don't have to.
Also Tuesday, an elated, perhaps even a bit awkward, ringing endorsement from senior congressional Democratic leadership, although a bit late out of the gate to do so, roughly 48 hours after Biden dropped out of the race.
President Biden's selfless decision has given the Democratic Party the opportunity to unite behind a new nominee, and boy, oh boy, are we enthusiastic.
Vice President Harris has earned the nomination from the grassroots up and not the top down.
In fact, a record-breaking grassroots effort raising $100 million in the first 48 hours of the campaign from small donors. Tuesday, a 180 from big money Democratic donor George Clooney. In a statement saying, President Biden has shown what true leadership is. He's saving democracy once again. We're also excited to do whatever we can to support Vice President Harris in her historic quest. And President Biden headed back to the White House today, seen for the very first time since bowing out of the race. He will be meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu Thursday amid the ongoing conflict and hostages being held by Hamas. On Friday, Netanyahu will be meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago, who he once called the best friend Israel had in the White House.
It's fairly common that heads of state and heads of government in foreign countries meet with political parties while they're here in the United States and meet with nominees for president while they're here in the United States, and we do the same thing.
Now that the Harris campaign is in full swing, the focus now shifts to selecting her running mate. She's reached out to 4 Democratic lawmakers to submit materials to her campaign. We'll have more on that coming up on Eyewitness News.